Intensity has somewhat decreased compared to previous days, as weather is playing a big role. It's day 475 of Russia's operation in Ukraine. Let's dive deeper. Most fights are taking place in this area, so let's start from there. As you already know, Ukrainian forces, after attacking from two directions, were able to capture 4 villages. Russian forces, because of lack of air support, were forced to retreat to the next defensive line. At that time, Ukrainian forces continuing their momentum were planning to capture 2 more villages, Staromayaski and Urazne. At that time, many Ukrainian sources were saying that they captured Staromayaski, but that was not true. In fact, after the weather improved, Russian forces regrouped and launched an attack on Maryinka. As a result, they were able to push the majority of Ukrainian forces back. Sources say this area has changed hands at least 3 times since then. Currently, Ukrainian forces hold positions on the northern outskirts, so I would consider it as a contested area. If we look at the topographic map, then you can see Ukrainian forces are moving along a lower elevation area. If we look at the Russian defensive line, then you can see Staromayaski is very strategically important for Ukrainians, as it is very close to the main defensive line. So it is very important for Russians to not lose any more villages. But currently we see that the initial momentum of Ukraine has slowed down. It is reported that they are planning to use units of 9th Army's Strategic Reserve, and are going to launch a massive attack soon. Now around Novodonetsk, Ukrainian forces tried to attack the village many times, but Russian forces stationed there each time repelled the attack. No more changes in that direction. Now moving to left side of the ledge. Ukrainian forces were also able to capture Novodorivka and Livan in their initial push. But Russian forces launched a counterattack on Livan and pushed Ukrainian forces back. But Ukrainian sources claim that the village is under Ukrainian control. But as there is a lot of back and forth, I would consider it a gray zone. And if you look at the village, it has only a couple of houses, so it's very small. Currently, Ukrainian forces are trying to cut Russian forces in Rivnepil by attacking southwards from Novodorivka. But no progress was reported. Now if we look westwards, in the south of Orikhiv, pressure of Ukrainian forces has decreased significantly. Report says the Ukrainian units are regrouping and a massive push is expected. Around Lobkov, Ukrainian forces attacked from Stepov in direction of Lohave. In fact, they wanted to capture Lohave, but their initial plan failed, as Russian forces provided strong resistance. This whole area is considered a gray zone as back and forth happens very often. Russian sources say that Ukrainian forces wants to reach this highway junction and cut supply to Vasilivka, and move along these 2 highways to Tokmak and Melitopol. As this is ahead of the events, we will wait and see. Now moving to Avdiivka, one video appeared on the internet. It was a video of 1 Ukrainian unit surrendering along with 1 BMP. It is said that the Ukrainian unit suffered heavy casualties, and after establishing communication with Russian forces, decision was made to surrender. Sources say wounded were provided instant medical help. In Avdiivka, fights continue, but no confirmed progress from either side. Now moving to Bakhmut, there is a lot of back and forth, but Ukrainian forces are gaining ground. Around Berkivka Reservoir, there are reports that Ukrainian forces have advanced a couple of 100 meters around the village. But as there is back and forth, exact advance is unknown. They are also pushing from Orikovo-Vasilivka, but no progress was reported. Now moving to south of Bakhmut, Ukrainian forces are attacking in many directions. Even if attacks are limited in intensity, they still have some local success in capturing a couple of Russian trenches. But Russian forces are actively counterattacking, but no progress was reported. Subscribe for more frontline updates. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.